Zilla is the biggest joke in the Godzilla community. He got killed by just 12 conventional missiles on the Brooklyn Bridge, and Toho literally bought the rights just to have the real Godzilla absolute-style one-shot him in Final Wars. But what if I told you we've been scaling him all wrong? If you combine the official 1998 movie novelization with the legendary sequel animated series, Final Wars cheap design version, and IDW Comic version, you get a unified biological species profile that explains exactly why the parent died, while proving this creature is actually one of the most lethal, high-speed, tactical hunters in Kaiju history. Today, we are power-scaling the ultimate composite Zilla species. Strap in. Let's completely rewrite what you think you know about the 1998 movie. In the film, it looks like the military completely misses Zilla underwater. The novel states, quote, "Two muffled explosions were followed by a tremendous eruption in the surface of the river. The twin blasts blew a column of water a quarter of a mile into the air. Let's power scale that. To launch a massive column of river water a quarter of a mile high against gravity requires an explosive force between 10 to 50 kilotons of TNT. That is town-level destructive power, literally the yield of an atomic bomb, detonating directly against Zilla's body underwater. This catastrophic blast shattered Zilla's armored hide, ruptured his internal organs, and completely burnt out his regenerative healing factor. He didn't die on the bridge because he was weak. He died because he was already a walking corpse, holding his body together by pure willpower after tanking a literal nuke to the chest. When healthy, the Zilla species boasts a biological utility kit built for apex hunting. The novels reveal a massive evolutionary tool, chameleon camouflage. Zilla can dynamically shift his skin pigmentation to blend seamlessly into skyscrapers or deep oceans. On top of that, the novelization gives him a muscular, prehensile tongue strong enough to snatch an Apache military helicopter straight out of the sky. While the parent was an incredibly dangerous ambush predator, the surviving offspring in the animated series shows us what happens when a member of this species fully matures without being blown apart by torpedoes. For speed, we are talking high subsonic travel speed. Their reaction time is massively hypersonic. Zilla Jr. consistently dodges heat-seeking missiles and has reacted to and evaded raw, cloud-to-ground electrical lightning. Don't let his lean build fool you either. He once casually burrowed out from under a collapsed mountain, lifting and throwing over 5 million metric tons of solid rock off his body. With his armor intact and fully developed, a mature Zilla has traditional, invulnerable Kaiju durability. In the animated series, Zilla Jr. survived a direct point-blank volcanic eruption that completely obliterated an entire island, cementing the species at a baseline of island level. And then, there's the ultimate weapon. Zilla unleashes a radiant green atomic fire. During an iconic beam clash with the Sub-Zero Manta, the sheer thermal energy transfer of his breath was so massive it created global warm and cold weather fronts. When calculated, his energy output reaches an astronomical 38.8 gigatons of TNT equivalent per second. That is country-level, destructive capability. Now let's talk about the anti-feat of Zilla, which comes from Final War. Now you'd be thinking, wait, that was not even a fight. It lasted barely a minute. Well, yeah, but you forgot one thing. Godzilla used his atomic breath, even though he already used full-force tail swipe. Well, if Zilla was that weak as the community makes him, he would have died when Godzilla tail slammed him, but no. While Final Wars Godzilla is multi-continental plus to planetary in base form, and his atomic breath is a 67% of light speed, and Godzilla dodged it. Then he again fought King of the Monsters in comic Godzilla, Ruler of Earth, where Zilla did quite well, like pushing and even hurting, making Godzilla bleed, and again dodged his atomic breath and even attacks which are massively faster than light speed. And in both of the Zilla vs. Godzilla fight, Zilla didn't have his atomic breath. Then later in the story, Zilla killed Godzilla Tripod Hybrid and Titanosaurus Tripod Hybrid, which were at least as strong as Megaguirus Tripod Hybrid, that incapacitated Godzilla earlier in the comic. All of this scales composite Zilla to large planetary with massively faster than light speed. But what do you guys think? Does Zilla deserve more respect now that you know the truth about the river explosions? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more power scaling videos, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'll say it again. Never bet against the Lizard King.